Spokane Police say that the suspected armed robber they shot and killed Wednesday night is responsible for a series of holdups that have kept small business owners on edge the past month. Investigators believe 30-year-old Stephen Corkery used a gun in a borrowed SUV to satisfy his drug habit in almost a dozen armed robberies, including his latest heist at the Sunny Buns Tanning Salon on 27th Avenue. That's where KRYSTAL Jeff Humphrey, working for you tonight, joins us now with a look at Corkery's one-man crime wave. Jeff, Corkery knew he was going to get caught, didn't he?
He certainly anticipated he was going to get caught, Nadine, because he actually prepared a note for the Spokane Police Department clearing his friends of any wrongdoing in these robberies. Corkery also wrote a letter to his family explaining why he had to do so many holdups. Stephen Corkery knew he was living on borrowed time when he began a series of holdups to support his heroin habit. As the robberies became almost a daily occurrence, police hoped they would catch their suspect before someone got hurt.
Luckily, nobody was injured, but we would definitely be following up these cases because we want to make sure that we get this guy into custody before something does escalate. At
this point, police only knew their suspect was making his getaway in a large white SUV left waiting in nearby neighborhoods.
Really, I'm able to access the time of day, day of the week.
Crime analysts then began using the thief's own MO, trying to project where he might strike next.
Then putting out surveillance teams and technical surveillance equipment and that type of thing with the hope of being in the right place at the right time.
But ultimately, it was a tip that led police to this home at Grace and Maple. Corkery had already confided in the people who were living there that he was the serial robber and that he wasn't going back to prison. In his own words, Corkery told his friends he knew it would all go down, knew what it would take to get police to shoot him. Today, the espresso stand victims, many of them who had started packing guns to work, said they were glad that Corkery's crime spree was over.
Like once it happens to you, you always have it in the back of your mind that it could happen again. So I think at least knowing that this particular guy is now gone, that they can rest a little easier.
Police have now recovered what turned out to be a Chevy Tahoe pulling away from the Sunny Buns holdup. That happened on Tuesday night. Ever since Corkery was shot, detectives have been showing his photos around to local victim businesses who have been successfully picking his picture out of those photo lineups. Nadine.
And Jeff, you mentioned that the heroin habit or addiction. Detectives then think these robberies were drug-driven.
And his friends told the Spokane Police Department that Corkery was using about 2 grams of heroin per day. At today's prices, that's a minimum of $140 every 24 hours. Otherwise, Corkery ended up getting drug sick, and that is the reason why, Nadine, he was so prolific with his robberies. Reporting live on the South Hill, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.